This is a Starr Double Action. Used to be a percussion. It was converted to 45 long Colt, probably in Belgium, maybe in Liège. There are proof marks profusely stamped all over it. These things were converted in a variety of ways. In this case, there's a plate in the rear to compensate for the missing part of the rear of the cylinder, which had been milled off. This is the second one of these I have owned. The first one was in 44 Colt. This one is in 45 long Colt. I put about 50 rounds through the one with 44 Colt. I put about 125 rounds through this one, which is 45 long Colt. I hand loaded the 45 long Colt with about 20 grains to 20, a variety of measures, 20, 22, 24, to see if it made any difference. It didn't seem to make any difference of any significance. I used triple F. It's very hard to get 44 Colt these days. The person who was manufacturing them in black powder has gone out of business, as I understand it. I'd like anybody watching this to know that these revolvers bind up almost immediately, frequently after the first round is fired. It's very puzzling to me. I have an excellent gunsmith. He tried very hard to figure out why both revolvers would bind up almost immediately. Neither he nor I could figure out why that occurred. In order to fire off the entire cylinder, I'm going to show you with my fingers here, very often with this selector switch on the down position, so that when the hammer goes back, it stays back. If the selector switch is in the up position, it'll fall forward in a sort of rudimentary double action. You want to avoid that at all costs when you're doing this, because it's going to bind up, and if you're trying to do what I'm doing, you want it definitely to be in the so-called single action mode, which again is with the switch down. What you can do is assist the cylinder to turn by holding it with your thumb and fingers and pushing it as you're cocking it. Be very sure to keep your fingers away from the front of the cylinder when you're doing this, in case you make a mistake and accidentally discharge the revolver, which also brings to mind the fact that something I'm sure I don't have to remind you, that the revolver should always be pointed downrange. That's it.